think a loss like that last map can really weigh on you. But here we go, into Agent Select. We'll see if there's anything fancy coming on through.
Yeah, no surprises massively. Alkia and Anacelia, the double duelist coming out though. I like this a lot. We've seen it before. Their retakes are pretty rough, honestly, on the defense. But starting on the attack side, KC, if they can get, I'm going to say their target should be 8 rounds on the board, and 8-4 half here for KC would set them up pretty well to have a chance on this map. And these two, with Anacelia, you saw her flashes before on KO. She's going to be doing the same thing, but on the Yoru, where she is going to be following up with Alkia. So aggressive.
Yeah, that is going to be the real staple change here. And I don't expect there to be any difference. I still expect peaking going to be absolutely menaces to society ATN in this map. The double duelist on both sides I think is exciting. It's not a matchup that we get to see all too often on this map. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit flashy, but as you said, those post plants are going to be really where we have to see these teams step up, right? And for KC, we're going to have to see them maybe denying it or at least trying their best in these early rounds. And we saw that working pretty well. Alkia really making a name for herself, Anacelia as well in those early rounds to try stop anything further, to give themselves that 5v4 as often as possible. But ATN often actually converting that good on the trades, but now into the pistol round we head.
And now for KC, like you said, attack round pistol, almost a necessity to really, honestly, be able to push and get to that at least 8 on this half. But ATN, their defensive pistols, they're still positive. They're still very good. It's not as good as their attack side, but it's still pretty good. They've got a little bit of a set play, I think, here. You can see Purity over towards mid with Blossy. And I'm expecting we're going to be seeing some kind of combo. We've got the Saturate crucially for the Waylay, so aggression absolutely on the cards for ATN.
Here we go. Having a little bit of a look in towards mid there. Alkins early. Clone goes in towards Garage, being quickly followed up here. Check the corners or window. Nobody going to be there. Safia pushes through the smoke. A bit of a look over towards this A site. Jade on the other side. Could be a matter of who peeks. Oh, look at that. Peeks on out. And that's going to be Safia finding the first. A nice little weapons upgrade as well. And gives them a route back in. But Karina's managed to find so much space. But look at this. Sliding all over the show. Alkia, a distraction for Glance to come on through. It's a lovely find. An orb as well as a prize. And the spike going down uncontested here. Smoke's available. Players work their way up into Heaven Blossy. But unfortunately not going to be able to find all too much. GX, lovely find there on Purity, punishes this. Just Blossy and Celia left here. Up top there, being spotted. Now just has to fall back and tuck away, hoping that Celia can draw some of the attention. But no, immediately peeks out to her doom. And Blossy last left, spotted in Heaven. There's only one of 2 places she can be. And Altia jumps on round the corner. It's flashy and it is flawless to kick KC off.
That is exactly what KC needed to start with. Setting themselves up for success on this round, thanks to this lurk from Safia. A great timing found onto Jade. Managed to sneak past before that recon dart. Spotted over towards A main, and Jade thought it was clear. But she's not going to fall for that one again, as Safia expected to be going lurking, and now ATN down on an eco. Still no massive aggression, it doesn't look like, to start with. Playing to just shut down the execs when they happen, if they happen, but Anacelia hunting with this Marshall. Immediately smoked off by her team, actually. They don't want to go in too far aggressive. She's quite low, though, already from that shock dart. A really, really nice start there for Karina.
Yeah, I mean, the recon not getting broken, the shock dart, natural follow-up, and it's going to leave her a little bit weak, and with the sniper in hand, that's the most fun prospect. Spotted a shoulder, but not able to find the pick now. Worried about the repeat coming on through, but again, just a ruse, a distraction for her team to head over towards C, but it's worked, it's drawn over the attention.
Yeah, the rotate's going whilst Anacelia just makes noise. She's got the TP out, back to spawn, and C site is open for business. Karma Corp going to be taking this.
You can see the run on over, you can see the realization. Still being careful to clear out this site, and actually, look at this. Purity managed to push through the smoke there. Has to just recall off and that's allowing them to post up nicely on these angles. The cage going out. Celia, though, going to be a little bit of a problem in a second. Alkia, though, the spray on through, and everyone wants a piece of the pie here. Jade left, hopping on up into Garage. Slowly creeping backwards, but again, it's just a matter of who you're going to go down to here. Going, having a look in towards Garage, not going to spot anything. Pushing down long, just giving themselves all of the options for escape here.
Oh, Safia, though, she's got a timing.
And looking the right way. Yep, beautifully done. Another flawless round, back-to-back there. Not a death in sight across the board for these players.
Keep using my vision.
And we said we wanted a strong start from Casey. That is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered. Now, we see coming on through here, you know, the first gun round. Can they find the bonus as well?
They've got an okay buy. They're not really forcing up massively. I was expecting maybe Anacelia to be throwing away that Marshall, but instead Safia's picked it up, looking to save that full buy for the next round as ATN. Bit of a switch up on the map. 3 people leaning over towards B and C. The rotate, though, TP over towards A is default. KC taking the space, spotted by the recon again. Karina's been good with that. No damage this time around as Jade has pushed all the way up out of mid. Spotted.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Bad time to get spotted after what was a lovely little play there. But again, it's ATN have done a good job at forcing back ATN at every possible chance here. Karina with the early recon. Spy cam going on out. It's been nicely done from ATN in this round just to keep Casey slow and humble. Oh, Safia, what a shot coming on out there, though. Kicks open the round. Jade goes down, and they're just going to filter in towards A.
There's 2 people here, though. Blossy still potentially being taken down by Safia. No. She survives, but Safia's still here to cause mayhem.
Purity gonna be tested here, stunned on up here, and this time it's not just cosmetic. Anacelia GX both find their picks now. Celia, Blossy, what can you really find here? Gonna need to deal with a Safia that's already kind of pushed up pretty heavily. That is gonna go their way, but so much damage done onto Blossy. You probably just gotta look to save these weapons.
Yeah, you do not want to risk this. You know, KC, they're probably getting the 3rd regardless. The A site retakes are incredibly difficult to get consistent. And when you're 2 versus 4, less than 150 health between the 2 of you, you're not really wanting to go for that fight. So try and keep the guns, but KC's going hunting. They want to take them down.
Got to make a statement, and you got to make it early here. If you're watching for this, oh, doesn't matter that she's got the angle. It's a wonderful peek from Anacelia. And Blossy, last player left alive, probably hoping that it's over soon, because seeing what happened to her teammate, you want no part of that. Will be allowed to keep the weapon, but again, it's a consolation prize, and there's not going to be a whole lot of a buy around it.
And she's still the only person on her team with a kill.
This goes here.
Damage done by a fair few of them. Yes, with sheriffs, with shock darts. They've done damage. But Blossy is the only kill for ATN, and the rest of the team, maybe not on this round, but at least on the next, have got to really start to try and build this up as Alki is gone for the Outlaw. A one-shot against everyone on the defensive side.
Clear on through there. Not going to spot anything. Purity, so aggressive here. Oh, I think Anacelia spotted something, surely, just a shoulder, but actually, so intent. Might not actually have seen anything, but there's the clear. Oh, Purity's got the headshot and immediately dashes back into the safety of Garage. No trade to be found there, and that's what ATN was causing problems with. Was there an inability to be traded on out? Alkia spots a player, 2 shots ring out, neither of them connect. Warnings, maybe, as they back away to head to A.
But A is where the stack is. The Rubies have 3 people here, including the gun of Blossy. The rifle, the Vandal, it could do so much work, especially with Celia down to 6 HP from those Outlaw shots. Here
we go, silent, not giving them a single cue to work with. Safia peeks on out, and it's immaculate. Jade Flash over the top there, spots so many of them, but the issue is, what can you do with that information court utility in hand? Spike goes down, and there's not much hope for a recovery on this one. Purity been spotted by the trap wire. And now maybe trying to ensnare them on this site, take as many down as possible to at least try keep their economy humble, because that's going to start to be a problem if KC keep winning these rounds out, only losing a player each round.
The big thing for ATN now, though, is they should be able to get the operator online for Jade. It's such a crucial win condition for them on the defensive side to get that onto the Yoru. And now, yeah, you may as well go hunting, KC. Get as many kills. What a paranoia to start it as well. Alkia just swings on in and Purity's taken down.
Go, go, go.
Oh, KC are just boot to the throat with this. Stopping ATN from breathing at any moment. And I'm assuming a timeout from Zyfex coming through at any moment.
You'd hope here, and I think absolutely needed. It's going to be their second gun round and a chance here to try bring this back. We saw them playing catch up last time. Doesn't look like they're wanting to pause at all, though. They're going straight for it, pedal to the metal.
And we do have that up for Jade. This is a big chance for ATN to start to swing the momentum back into their favor. As we see a little lineup, I'm assuming that's going towards B, maybe Garage. I want to see where that lands from glance.
Take flight.
But heading towards C for KC at the very least. Nowhere near the operator of Jade.
Nowhere at all. I still haven't seen it land yet. Hunter's Fury coming on out here, coming through. Oh, just gonna... Actually, it's not gonna catch the edge of anyone. Cynthia, oh! Fluke by the decoy there. Alkia's got one, and Acidia with another. It's a little bit messy. The Recon's found two with 8. Casey, again, no answer to the opening aggression here.
ATN, are you going to go for this? Really?
I mean, that's a problem. Missed shot, and Acilia will punish. She's been so good at this. Sidestepping the sniper bullets to make it hurt. Blossie's found one, but again, now the call to save, and they will not be able to recover that up, and they're not going to be able to afford it in the next one. So, ATN, 5 rounds down, and KC, this is a completely different look on this map than what we're used to.
The aggression and the fundamentals are just looking so good. As soon as KC are able to take the site, everything is shut down, and they're pretty good in the early rounds too. Really messing with ATN. Keeping most of the players over towards the A whilst they're hitting C. Yeah, we must be seeing a timeout from ATN soon, because they need to stem the bleeding, put a stop to this momentum. As I think we saw the op being picked up for the attacking side, and yeah, we do get the Zyfex timeout.
Okay, talk to me. Coach Echo. What are you saying in this situation? Put yourself in the shoes here of Zyfex. What are you saying?
Honestly, right now, I'm looking at a player like Anacelia and Alkia. How are we shutting them down? Because as we see here, Alkia, an absolute showstopper last time around against ATN. Yes, okay, ATN might have lost that, but Alkia was putting on a performance. 13-2 in first kills and first deaths against ATN. Absolutely incredible. And ATN, this is where you're looking if you're looking to stop it. Anacelia and Alkia, this duelist duo, how are you stopping them? How are you able to shut them down? Because when you've got a player like this, regardless of what color her hair is at the moment, I think it's pink still, but I think she's going towards green instead of blue.
I have heard rumors, yeah.
You need to start to shut it down. And that for ATN is going to be the biggest thing. But they don't have the money for it. They could force this, but that means the money is going to be awful for the next. And they've not had ultimates because they're just not getting kills. 3 kills between the 5 of them.
Yeah, it's more than a little uncomfortable. And they're putting a little bit of stock into this one, investing a little bit there. Shock dart to go over the top. Breaking the tripwire. Oh, I like that. Nice little one to find there. Just gives them that little bit of security. If they choose to head over towards B later on, it just opens up the options. And now actually a lot of pressure over towards C, slowly but surely, but knowing this is where Celia likes to play, and she has been deadly already. These traps causing you nothing but problems. Actually have managed to push all the way through site, being given it for free.
Yeah, but the pre-take's ready. ATN, they're staging to try and come in as quick as possible. They could wait for Blossie and the paranoia, but the time is going to be dwindling if they do it.
Wait for the smoke to fade. Oh, the flash from the clone is amazing. Alkia's found 2, though. The only thing better is a player that is this mechanically switched on. Alkia finds a 3rd, and now it's just Blossy. We talked about it, taking a little bit more time to rotate onto with the angle. Alkia's only problem, she's run out of bullets. She's already had too many kills. Safia on the op to swoop in for the last. And again, only 2 players going down. These have been rounds that KC haven't just been winning, they have been dominating.
And they just throw the up away. They're like, you know what? We don't need it. We're going to win without it. We're just going to keep it away.
From success. Shot to throw it up away.
Honestly, but now Jade does have hers back online again. That is, again, the win condition for ATN. Setting Jade up on an angle, allowing her to pop off, TP back out, and then move on to the next round. But they've got to find something, because otherwise Bind is already on the horizon. Oh, and the op's on the wrong position again. It's over towards C, but KC, they're just taking A.
They are, and look at this, the overdrive coming on through. So hungry for this early site control. Fully flashed, actually about potentially to be wrapped here. Anasilia and Safia both find picks. Oh, it's so unfortunate. There's nothing that ATN can do. They're losing every opening duel. It's not even buy one, get one free. It's just giving them away. And look at that, not even looking. I don't know what Jade was holding, but being pushed by GX. And Celia there. Oh, lines up the fast. Actually, almost lines up 3. It's somewhat of a nice end to the round. But again, what does it matter when they're 7-0 up? Finding 2 picks, it's not doing any economic damage that's meaningful. And it's not netting them rounds on the board. And now they are going to have to play so much catch-up as to be untrue. It's completely unwinnable half. You got your head in your hands here, Echo.
Just, you've got to expect that when KC are winning, when they're confident that GX is going to be TPing into heaven, that she's going to be going aggressive. And ATN, if you're making the decision to save, that you go and save. You don't play this half-hearted save position. And Blossy, so much damage already with the shots. The TP. Ooh.
And Anasilia is just playing with her food here.
Going towards B.
Spots Jade as well. Probably going to be finding somewhere clean to pop on out, but that is an immaculate shot from Jade. She's fed up of losing. She's going to step on up if nobody else will. Glance, though, finds the trade. A little bit belated, but Blossy goes down. Celia finds one. Neural Theft finally online here. It's going to spot out a couple of these players, but the issue is still the fact that you've got to try take them down here. Out here, a little bit worried. Here's this. It's going to get hindered here, and there's nobody nearby to trade. Are they just going to stick the defuse? There's no way this is the first round they get. And ATN, they find it, they just stick it, and it's beautifully done. That Neural Theft is everything, and KC, they fumble a little bit.
I mean, it was so close, but I mean, Anasilia, just the time ran out. Jade getting that opening kill, her first kill of this map, which is something you never say about Jade except on the pistols. And now ATN, they finally get their first. The money slowly building up behind them as well, because that was an eco. They were able to pick up the rifles, so they don't have to buy into this round too much.
I fear what happens if that hinder doesn't come through. If the saturate doesn't land.
It's a whole different round again. But now KC, they can just keep on exploring the map. Faking over towards C, it looks like, to start with. And ATN perch towards middle, find absolutely nothing, so they go exploring. I love this from Jade.
Why not? A little bit of information never hurt anyone. In fact, it's an information game as much as it is anything. Scouting out the setup, scouting out who they might be waiting for. Shock Dart goes on out. It's not quite going to catch anybody. Celia hoping that Purity can take some of the weight off it, but Anasilia immediately finds the first. Celia going to punish the TB, the Shadow Step there. But again, Alkia right online, right there to trade. Hunter's Fury comes on out, but the issue is going to be now Karina so far removed and her whole team's gone down while she's been busy with her ult. 1 versus 4 again doesn't look doable. Peter now instantly taken clean off the board. Told to sit down and wait for the next round. And round 10's coming on up, but KC, they let 1 round slip and they're not going to let it happen again. You wanted an 8-4 half. We're looking right now maybe a little bit more.
Oh, an ATN, the second timeout. That's all of them use for regulation now for the alternate attacks rubies. Because they know The 8 for KC was their win condition, but 9 or 10 in this first half means that KC are almost guaranteed this map win and that we go to bind. The preparation from both of these two teams, I think, is one of the crucial things to be calling out here. Both of them have improved, advanced so much on what I think everyone was sure would be the maps that were going to come on through, right? We all knew it would be Breeze and Haven first picked by these two teams if they weren't banned out by the other. And both of them have been prepping, deciding how to counter their opponents best. And now ATN, their last chance to talk to the coach to counter it in the middle of this map. 3 rounds left in this half, and ATN need all 3.
Do you know what I think's happened here?
Oh,
This
no.
is our first time on players. So what I think they've done is they've done a Tom Holland where they've given us the wrong script just to see if we leak it. And then what's actually happened is completely the opposite. We said likelihood is they each take their own map pick because historically speaking, neither of them have been great on their opponent's picks, and then Bind's an all-out firefight. But actually, it looks like the tables have turned. But, oh, that's a lot of players. The Hinder comes on through. This is the switch up we needed. This is the pace. But don't let Alkia get any more. She's a menace for shutting you down early round. The smoke comes out, and that spike is dropped incredibly uncomfortably.
No Omen ult to get it back either, so they've just got to swing out completely alone. These 3 players, if they want a chance to get that spike back. This is the purity that we love from Bind, and she's just so good. Look at these kills.
Oh, and done more than enough here. Blossy finds the last, clean, and that's the switch up. That's the impact that we want to see coming off the back of timeouts, because that's their last timeout. So it's going to have to be the shift of momentum. Well, what's left of this half, there's not much of it. And then transcending between that break.
I mean, this is the purity that this is a foreshadow to Bind. That is how she uses Waylay to punish any utility that comes out from Sky, from Teho, from Sova, all of these agents that are standing still. She will saturate you, she will dash on you and kill you immediately. But now KC, they want none of that. They're going towards A, but that's where the op is. Alki has already been legged.
Oh, Jade, what a shot. The Hunter's Fury trying to punish. It's found a tag, but not quite found anything more than that. Safira with the shorty nearby could be a little bit of a problem for Karina. Unfortunately, though, Anacili has come on through, and she's an even greater pain in your backside. She has been incredible. She has been shutting you down. Spike is down, and Hope is starting to dwindle. Pushing all in here. And look at this, Anacili in the smoke, finds 1, finds 2. That makes her 4th in the round. Safia denies the ace, albeit they just want to get this done. They just want to get onto Bind already.
Up to 9 for Carmine Core. Well above what they needed. A nice opening, but as Jade tries to come back on through, their own flood smoke for the defenders allows Anacelia this aggressive position to stop Jade from coming back in. They weren't aware of how far advanced Carmine Core were, and that was their demise. At least everyone from ATN now has kills on the board, but the double duelist from KC is looking absolutely unstoppable as we see ATN going towards mid.
That we
Being
do.
spotted.
The hyper-aggression worked previously, but Safi is there to punish me. Left immediately online. Oh, and look at that. They line up. Finds the 3rd as well. The dimensional drift comes on through, and I feel like maybe it's just overkill at this point. Purity refracts on back, trying just to stay safe at this point. But look at Safia's position here. Not quite able to take down Jade, but that's the position of the op now known. And if they can get a move on, they can get ahead of the reposition, get this spike on down.
ATN still aren't sure if this is going towards C or going towards A. The spike plant coming on down. You can see the rotations coming through, but this is now looking like a potential 10-2 for Carmine Core, and that's sounding really good to those players.
There.
It is indeed. And the ping comes out, spotted something, sensed something, and it's Purity. A vibe, a feeling on the back of their neck. It's an amazing saturate, will take down 1, but GX finds both, and it is going to be a 10-2, an absolute landslide domination from KC on their opponent's map pick.
Last player standing.
No worries. Oh, no. Ear solid.
Carmine Corp only needed 8, really, to position themselves with a chance on this half to take Haven, their opponent's map pick away, to do what was done to them on Grease. But they got 10. 10 rounds with, I mean, that is 7 in a row as well.
And Glance is the only player that has less kills than everybody on ATN. Everyone has been showing up and putting in a shift this map. And I think that was the issue that we had. Ults weren't getting online because there weren't kills coming on through. ATN, we talked about KC needing a switch up. Now we need to see the shoe on the other foot here. And shots come on through. Alkia with 2. She hasn't cooled down. She hasn't stopped. In fact, I think she's incapable of stopping. And she's going for a little bit more here. The swing on out. She's going to take one more to the grave with her. Jade and Blossy both find one that at least makes it somewhat retrievable here. 3 versus 2. But can't help but get a nervous feeling in the pit of your stomach here. And Acilia, nice little off angle waiting for the Blossy peek. Blossy peeks on out. Spike gets dropped. Here's the last. Here's the footsteps. Is ready for Karina. The swing on out will find it. And it's a beautiful round from Casey. Already up to 11.
2 rounds away from sending us to bind. And this is after Haven has looked like one of their worst maps. They have improved massively, but part of it, a big part of it, is allowing Alkia and Anacelia, these 2 players right here, to just pop off. Allowing them the space to take the shots. And ATN, they've got to go for the force. This is probably expected, probably read from the side of KC, but Alkia's got the outlaw, so everyone except for Jade is a 1-tap to that.
Shot goes out. Cage to cover the crossing. Gonna spot anything just yet, but out here nearby. Has Glance pushed a little bit further on up there to play off of each other. They do trade 1 for 1. Reload has to come through. Out here just falling back as far as possible. Knows that she's being pushed. Purity here with the Bucky, and they've taken a lot of space to work with. Purity's found 1. Takes a little bit of damage, but you're not complaining right now. Spike goes down. They've got time to go into post plants. Paranoia primed and ready. Safia out here, not sure how much danger they're in. Go for the peak, immediately get told no. The jump on down. Anacelia hoping for heroics. Falls flat on her face. Safia finds 1, but Jade immediately with the trade. Just Alkia left. She's got the first, and there's still time. But unfortunately, Purity runs her on down. The Bucky reigns supreme. Upgrades the weapon as a treat for herself. And the most crucial round so far goes their way. They do not allow KC to convert.
Yeah, forcing that up, it's a necessary risk to go for, and they show why they do it. This post plant was set up so perfectly. To be able to stall, to be able to force back Carmine Core. And I mean, Purity loves her shotguns. If we go to bind, if KC can close this map out, we will see a whole ton more of them. But for now, ATN, they've got the better buy. Much stronger. Anacelia, though, has the Bucky of her own over towards sewers. It looks like ATN, they don't want it. They're just going to go towards C. Safia will spot them on the cam. The rotates will come through for the retake, but this site's ATN's.
It is theirs every day of the week. And they've got time to set up into a post plant. In fact, you can see them taking their time with it as well, being quiet, trying not to give away any sound cues that nearby KC players might not see. But Safia still had the camera on up there. A whole load of information to work with. Dart is going to get broken, but they're already ready to go. Purity lines up 3, the collateral comes through, and Jade to swing off of the back here. Collects the second, and it's flawless from ATN. This is what we wanted to see.
And we've seen so many rounds so far from both of these teams where all of the kills are coming from the duelists. The double duelist combos. I mean, that collateral lineup. KC just walking into the bullets. And the Bucky, Alkia, in the middle of the air, spread a little bit too wide. Bullets spread too thin. And now KC have the buy. But already, Operator for Purity. Full guns online for ATN. They're wanting to keep this momentum as much as they can, but KC's taking all of A, forcing ATN towards B, towards C.
Exactly. Cilia, so much space taken here. Purity. Oh, has to dip on back out there, has been spotted, trying to take down the camera. Doesn't remove the dart just yet, but doesn't really matter too much. The rest of her team slowly pulling on through, actually using this maybe as an opportunity to get further. Jade's found one. Now waiting GX, an opportunity here to trade. Unfortunately, players coming down long. Attention's gonna get divided pretty quickly. Nothing spotted in mid though, and I think they're gonna start to piece it together. So much base taken from main. That trap wire going off, that's going to be the information. There's nowhere even remotely close that they have to be worried about as soon as they clear out Glance and GX, which they've done so successfully. Jade posted on up here. Gonna tuck on in, wait for them. And actually maybe just call to back away. Money is not in a good place. They just want to hold on to these weapons, what little they have.
It's a good call. You've got the overdrive online as well, so Alkia can drop this gun over if she wants to use that in the round to a teammate. Mean that the buy is going to be okay for KC in the next, if they can keep both of their duelists alive. But what we're seeing here is KC's disadvantage on the defense. They're not good at getting into the right positions, and their flood... They're able to get the rotates in to flood, but they stall. They wait for the spike to go down, and they wait for ATN to get set up in the post plants before they retake. Whereas if they pushed a little bit quicker, they could maybe halt ATN a little bit quicker. But ATN's attack side is their strongest. It's their favorite by far. And you're starting to see why. Even on that exec where it was only GX on the site, the utility was immaculate to flush her out of her positions, to make her uncomfortable. The paranoia to then allow Purity to dash towards Plat to take her down. These little things from ATN, these micro plays, they're why they win the attack side so consistently. They've got to keep on fighting. Towards mid, I think.
Ooh, could be a bit of a bloodbath here. And the patience from ATN might pay off here. Seeing a lot, hearing a lot. Anasilia trying to just tuck in. Nobody wants to give away the first pick. And actually, that's led to a bit of an odd stalemate here. Smoke comes out, so Alki is not going to be able to peek. Ooh, player spotted, and that's going to be the information to work off the back of. Alki just going to tuck on in, not wanting to see anything. Drone's going to be spotted, and that's going to be that's enough for Purity just to dip out of there. Needs to get ready, so wary of Garage. But again, all just smoke and mirrors. It's over towards A that the real issue is. Nothing's been spotted from Blossy over towards C, and it's going to be on Safia just to try halt the flow onto site.
The cages are so well timed as well. They hear that.
Flash goes on up. Oh, they're all out in the open. They're all blind, but Anasilia not able to fully get the most out of this. Jade swings on out. Safia to trade. Celia right back at ya. Now 3 versus 4. They're on site. Spike can go down. Rotates have had enough time to get close. And Spike, oh, it goes down, but it's costly. Overdrive gets pushed, gets popped, and immediately gets taken down. Celia, Jade, both with picks, and GX last left alive. And this is an ATN, unlike what we saw in the first half. They're alive, and they are firing on all cylinders, and GX, even escape here looks dire.
She doesn't really want to. It's only a stinger. She's Gonna look to die to Spike, try and get a kill if she can, but her ult's not super important, and she does not want to allow Karina to get this Hunter's Fury online too quick. She's gonna try for the Ninja Defuse. We've seen Fluxy do this last split.
Nope,
No.
not gonna happen.
Jade's ready, waiting for it. Not allowing that to happen. Because I think that happened against KC in Stage 3 last year, what Fluxy did on A site on Haven, but ATN, I mean, you switch onto the attack side and you just look so strong. Being able to just take the proactivity, right? They're able to run with it and be the cause of fights. Be the ones that are choosing when and where to take them.
They crash against our
And now
wall.
KC, they're crumbling against it. The comeback, I think, is genuinely on.
I was about to say, when is the comeback on?
Now.
I think it's already underway. And you can't help but wonder if Casey'd got any less in the first half where this would end up. But they've given themselves a huge buffer to work with, a huge opportunity. Still, 5 rounds needed to close out this gap. So they've got time to play with. They've got time to figure out what's going on. And they've bought themselves that luxury. But we don't want to see it push that extremity. You don't want to see them catching up here. No, any round right about now gets them up to that point.
You can see Karina wanting to fake towards A, but Alkia's going to be able to break that drone. Zafia, you just peeked. Completely alone.
Spike
Bit of a
down,
problem.
C.
There will be a trade comes on through. Anacilia's going to find one. Safia and Celia both sitting this round on out. They jump on over the top. They saturate as well. And look, there's a swing off the back of it. Anacilia herself not going to get punished by this. Able to look back online. Glance is going to find one, but the kills come flooding in. And the 7th round hits the scoreboard as quickly as you can picture it. As soon as you can say 7-11. And ATN, I mean, they lost the pistol. We talk about the KC pistols a lot, but they have not found anything since, and a timeout, I don't want to say overdue, but absolutely well placed and needed right now.
Yeah, they do have 2 this half, KC. So they've got that at the very least, but you're really starting to see these util combos. The saturate coming through as soon, the second that the saturate ends, the paranoia follows it up. The layers upon layers of utility that ATN can combo and throw at you, so you don't get a second to breathe. We talked about boot to the throat on the other side when KC were attacking. We're really seeing that, not just in how they're playing the ends of the rounds, hunting for those final kills, but with their utility, not allowing a second. And KC, this timeout, is going to be so crucial to bring this veteran team that has so much time together back, because their fundamentals are where they've won out before, where they won out on Breeze. They can bring these trades back to how they were on the previous map. They only need 2 more rounds.
That they do. But it's a scary prospect. We talked about this. ATN, a team that when they build up steam, they're unstoppable. And KC, when a team builds up steam against them, they struggle to get some sort of grip. And we're starting to see that again here. Now, not really got much online here, KC. Anything they can find is absolute gold dust. Creeping on forward, down long. Nobody proactive from KC here, playing on the sites. Heavy stack over towards B. Should be in quick, rotates on over. And anything that Anacilia can do, any damage, any picks, will be just something more that they can potentially grab. End of the round over the top here, up top. And it's a lovely play. Spike goes down, there's nothing they can do. You've got these lovely established positions, waiting for a recon dart to go on through, but it isn't going to, not yet at least. And now just holding the line, but look at this, I'm loving the sewage push from Celia. Finds the first, there's the camera spots, another one. Curious as to whether they swing off the back of it. There's 2 of them here. So many footsteps, they swing out, they find the first, second, fourth, they know it's a third. Paranoia comes on out, it doesn't matter. Celia doesn't need vision. Glance jumps from the heavens, trying to make a play. And again, a flawless round for ATN. And this is very reminiscent of what we saw of KC's attack side.
But now this is the chance for KC to come back. Alkia with the op. The Hunter's Fury and the Dimensional Drift online. As we see ATN shut down, it was an eco round, but the fadeaway shot from Celia, whilst paranoid, shows that This newbie does mean business. And now I'm really looking at KC. Use these combos. The Dimensional Drift and the Hunter's Fury, such a lethal combo if used correctly.
Scanning ahead.
And the op from Alkia, Purity wins the fight.
That's a nice one to be finding. That's a nice trophy for the collection.
Time to
And
jump.
ATN, again, just unstoppable in the opening rounds. Jade's already on site. Jade's already cleared the whole site. Can burst
I
on
know
out.
exactly.
Smoke's already up in heaven. Counter Dimensional Drift coming on through, and off the back of it, the Hunter's Fury desperately trying to take down Purity, will be successful in that. So that's at least the kill to equalize, and Anasilia able to get out of there alive. Spike still goes down, worried about heaven. Drone comes on through as well. It's going to spot out these players. Flash off the back, but Sapphire and Anasilia both find picks. It's messy, and just Flossie left, and KC finally break through the barricade of rounds that ATN have put up to put themselves on that point.
So necessary. And now 4 in a row required from ATN to come on back. As you can hear, the guns ringing out as KC are happy with this, despite losing their duelists so early. That little combo, the Hunter's Fury and Dimensional Drift, takes down Purity, and she's been so powerful in those post plants. Don't forget, there's no timeouts for ATN. They don't have that chance to talk to their coaches. It all comes down to this.
3 ultimates to stagger though.
Yeah, they've got a lot of potential tools to use here.
Doing a thing.
Warriors, it's got to be absolutely flawless. I haven't said that most of their rounds have actually been. So we're maybe not too stressed on that one. Purity actually decides, use that opportunity to get out. You don't want to be caught out of position. It's not worth the potential payoff.
Alkia's position so far advanced, they know this is going towards A. And they've got the TP over for Anasilia. She wants to join in the fight from heaven.
Yeah, exactly. There is going to be a whole world of hurt waiting for ATN on this site, and the longer they wait, the more sure they get. Converging Path comes on through. Hunter's Fury in response as well. Does find Gallant, both finding a pick with their ults, but now, even with the gate crash up top, Smoke comes on through. Can't even get involved in the fight early. Trade still yet to come through. That paranoia could be huge here. Alkia pushing on forward. Celia's got to be careful here. Ducking and dancing amongst the cage. Oh, op shot misses. Karina finds one. Purity finds one with her own op. Make that a second. Anasilia goes down. She's quick and she's unstoppable. And yes, they let KC get their 12. They get 1. But it's not enough to stop the flood that is ATN. Anything else Sapphire can find is just a nice little bonus. It's not going to be anything else. But ATN, immediately they let one slip, and that's all they're going to allow.
I don't care if there are 5 of them or 50.
Great work from ATN to
Let's
just bring
go.
that back. To not allow KC to get the 2 that they needed in a row to end it. And now the buy is abysmal. Weapons are so low, but it's KC, and they have won so many maps previous, even against ATN, with these lower guns. You can never count them out.
This goes here.
But crucially, there's no ultimates really for either side in the next few rounds. It's only really the Omens, but a battle over C-Long, the op. Did Purity know
she
where
knows.
Anasilia is?
Knows.
Oh.
Anasilia goes down. Thought she was sly. Unfortunately, not quite the case. And C's open for business. In fact, half the map is. The rest of these players all a little stack over towards A. And this should just be a 10th on the board for ATN.
Right here.
Spike goes down. There's no answer. They're going to start rotating on over. And the question is just how far ATN push and how soon they stop KC getting towards site.
And they want to build up to Purity's ult. The convergent paths is so useful. They can get it. But Purity's got the op, so she's just holding down the line, ready for the swing in. But yeah, I don't think Casey's going to give it to her. They're too disciplined. Doesn't matter if people fall to Celia. It's only a neural theft, really, that she's building up towards.
Only a neural
And it's
theft.
quite far away anyway.
It is true. The game may well be over by that point. Lance gets one. Actually, GX with another. They're making something of it, or at least trying to crawl together what they can. Glance will recover a Vandal for her efforts. Spike goes off. And then we go ATN. They really made a comeback here. 2 rounds between them.
I mean, it started with that, right? The awareness that, you know, you probably got someone snuck up through Cubby with that flash. Purely just hold it down. Stop Anacelia from finding anything. And I mean, ATN, everything has to matter. Everything has to count. Anacelia, no shields in order to buy up towards this operator. Very risky decision for her. She's got a good line.
Oh, she's got an amazing line, and she's got even better reactions. Purity to go down there. No trade in sight. Nothing they can do. And Anacelia is still holding the line, ready for a little bit more. The question is anybody going to give her the fight? Celia hoping for something over towards C. Anything to even the numbers out a little bit. Not going to spot anything just yet. Backing away slowly. Smoke goes on out. Jump over to the other side. Not going to see anything. She's still near enough by that this op could be a problem. But actually just looking maybe to teleport straight on out of there.
Or go aggressive. She could look for C-Link here.
Very much good. Ooh, drone's not quite going to go far enough to spot either of those players. Jade's found the first. Oh, round the corner. GX and Sapphire both find theirs. Huge task left now. Round the corner. Takes down the first. Karina finds the second. Gives them hope. Gives them a chance. Recon Dart goes on out. It's going to spot both of them. Finds the first. Karina's going to swing for the first. Now, just need to stall for time. Jump on over to the top there. Actually, it's a little bit of a fake. Looking on up. Caught off guard. Finds the pick, and Blossy hangs on just a little bit tighter. Keeps this game going. 11-12. We are done with regulation. We either have a winner or we have overtime.
Oh, Karina. Over towards B main. I don't know how that shot hit, but as soon as Celia got taken down, Karina getting these two as they pushed out from Garage, and then the third there, allowing Blossy to play out these clutches. She's the only person on ATN that's gotten a 1v3 so far. She's so good in these low number situations. And now Carmine Core, not good money for the round that they have to win or we go to OT. They've still got the AWP.
Ooh. Opening picks have been immaculate, but again, an opening pick is not a round maker at all points here for KC. There's been a lot of times ATN able to recover these 4 versus 5s.
They have, but they're going towards the site that I think KC, they're expecting them to go towards this trip. It's going to alert them. Be the lighthouse to say, hey, we're going to C. Come join us.
Where it gets destroyed, camera's gonna spot them, so it goes on out. Trying desperately to keep hold of this site, but the issue is has already been breached.
Watch them run.
Early teleport on into their spawn. They're not gonna see anything, but the flank potential here is mighty.
But they hold, they pause, they wait for the re-hit. The site's empty. They can go towards it. They should be able to get the spike down. But it's still a 4 versus 5.
It is. Anacelia is holding this corner. Blossy pincered on in. Drone's gonna go on out. Swing's gonna be spotted. Jade round the corner. Finds the first here. Celia looking for a little bit more, and now they're carving a way back into this. Not only have they turned the tides, they've got the player advantage. Glance has found one, found two. And look at that, Celia, the final stand needed. Tap on the spike is going to try draw out. She spotted a leg. They're just going to stick this. Hope that Glance can hold on here. Has to come off for a second, a little bit worried. This is a really messy fight. Can spot it being diffused, and there's nothing she can do. KC secure themselves a 13th. It's a close affair, but Haven is theirs. We're going the distance. We are going to bind.
Oh, I mean, of course we are. Between these two teams, their last matchup went to bind. It ended there with ATN winning. So how else can this end other than going back to there? Oh, I mean, KC, they needed every round that they were able to get on that first half, but they just closed it out before overtime. And it's a good job they did, because ATN were looking like they had warmed up